TIFU by calling the cops on my husband, and now I might lose him forever. My husband and I have a 10-month-old son, and we've known each other for about a year and a half. We married quickly, bonding over art and music. We just fell hard for each other. It's been a lot of ups and downs though. He's an incredible father and makes enough to support me as a stay-at-home mom, but we both carry some serious baggage. My past involves trauma, a lack of boundaries, and a deep fear of abandonment. I grew up in a chaotic family, so I leaned on them for advice, even on little issues in our relationship, and it's caused some tension. As for him, he's undocumented. He had DACA once, but he lost it because of an old charge that was dropped. Still, he's been living in fear. I never fully understood how much stress this has put on him. Recently, we separated for a month, and I stayed with my cousin. We both did some soul searching and decided to give it another shot. Things were actually going well until his anger started creeping back in. Last night, we went out to dinner, then decided to watch the game and play a few arcade games. But later that night, we got into an argument about feeding our son. I'd only pumped one bag of milk, thinking it would be enough, but he was furious. He didn't think it would be enough for our son through the night, and he got frustrated. He stormed off to put the baby to bed, and I thought maybe things would calm down. But at he came into our room, still angry. I asked him to grab the baby monitor, but he snapped at me, and I told him I didn't deserve this kind of treatment. He responded by saying, if he couldn't sleep in this bed, then no one could. And then he grabbed a glass of water from my nightstand and poured it right over my head. I was scared, so I told him I was calling the police. I didn't want this to go any further, especially with him having yelled at me and frightened me earlier. I thought maybe this was my only option. When the police arrived, we both shared our sides of the story. They listened and then told us that charges were automatic. That's when I tried to backpedal, telling them maybe I hadn't remembered everything correctly. He did the same, saying it was all just a misunderstanding, but I could tell the officers weren't buying it. Finally, as they put cuffs on him, he looked at me and said, "This is what you wanted." And that's when it hit me. I never considered the impact this might have on his legal status, or that it could mean deportation. Now it's the next day, and I feel stuck and powerless. We both have our own issues, and I knew we needed to work on ourselves, but I thought we could heal together. I never wanted our marriage to end. I just wanted us to get better, for ourselves and our son. Now, I don't know what to do. I don't want my son to grow up without a father, and I can't stand the thought of my husband being sent away. TLDR, my husband assaulted me with water and I called the police on him, risking his citizenship despite having a 10-month-old son together, and I'm a stay-at-home mom. Like and subscribe. For more stories, check out my channel.